Hello and welcome to IB Times UK. The Rwandan government has condemned the arrest of its intelligence chief Karenzi Karake, who is accused of having committed war crimes during the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Karake was arrested in London earlier in June and was granted a conditional bail by the Westminster Magistrates Court. We spoke with human rights activists René Mugenzi and David Himbara on Karake's arrest and the state of democracy in Rwanda, where nearly 4 million people are believed to have signed a petition calling for President Paul Kagame to run for a third term.
Let's presume that this is a good person. I know him personally. He's a good person, but I'm talking about now one-on-one. But I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a judge to determine whether he committed the crimes that they say he committed. Activists doing this work under no circumstances can be said to be genocide deniers or people who committed genocide. No. Instead of brushing people with a negative brush, they should be thankful that we are challenging them on legal basis.
Of course, there's a frustration within the Rwanda government, but again, Rwanda needs, they will have to manage those frustrations because the Rwandan, without Britain, Rwandan, they will be very isolated. So Britain is helping Rwanda a lot, I think, in terms of funding, in terms of international level at the UN, the United Nations level, because Britain have been promoting Rwanda. So Rwanda will be frustrated, but they would have to manage those frustrations because at the end of the day, they need Britain.
Reports have alleged that many Rwandans have been forced to sign the petition calling for Kagame to run for a third term in the 2017 election. NGOs and right groups have also warned that restrictions of freedoms and persecution of political opponents are escalating in the country. The NGO Reporters Without Borders say that Rwanda's decision to indefinitely ban the BBC in the country is part of a plan to crack down on media in the run-up to the 2017 election. The BBC was banned following a controversial documentary alleging that Rwanda's ruling party, the Rwandan Patriotic Front, committed war crimes during the 1994 Rwanda genocide.
It's very sad that after the 20 years of a genocide, Rwanda is still in that kind of situation, the highest level of oppression, assassination of opponent, people going to the exile, people disappearing. And after 20 years of genocide, Rwanda should have by now be the model of democracy. The problem is not the problem of Hutu and Tutsi in Rwanda, it's the problem of oppression and lack of freedom, because when the Kagame government is oppressing people, they're not choosing who to oppress. Recently they've been assassinating more Tutsi than Hutu. Previously it was Hutus that have been assassinated. Now it's the turn of the Tutsi. So I never believe, I don't see the Rwanda problem as Hutu and Tutsi, but I see it as a problem of freedom and a problem of democracy.
When I left in January 2010, now in hindsight, I left just in time because 2010, anything imaginable that could have gone bad did so. January 2010, I would say, was basically the drawing line that distinguished, authoritarianism into what I call totalitarianism, where really government begins to intimidate, terrorize people. Not only high level, but even the population. Everybody becomes subject to being listened to by the state. Everybody has to behave. In Rwanda, as I said, a totalitarian system. It controls everybody. Every 10 houses, you have this umudugudu, or sometimes called nyumba kumi. Every 10 houses, every few houses, they are monitored by people who live in those 10 houses, one person. So if a government says, do A, if you don't, they will know. So who wants to take that chance? Where you can lose your livelihood, you can be harassed, and in some cases you can disappear. So basically what's going to happen is that Parliament will meet, go through the motion, draft a question for referendum, and Kagame will win by at least 95%. That's how he wins the elections. So this won't be any different.